Welcome back, guys, to my channel. My name is upbringing. Once again, we in 2021. What a year, 2020. But we thank God that we are here, we are alive and well. It's been a rough year last year, 2021. I'm sure everybody can write a book about it, but I thank God that you are here and you are watching right now. So today I just want to share my personal strategies that I did in order to manage my finances. I'm still trying. So let me dive back a little. So it started when I was in varsity, having to dream about a certain life that I would live once I start working. But I realized when I started working that I was in a dreamland because it was quite different, what I was dreaming about and what I found when I had my first paycheck. So one of the things that I highlighted was the emotional attachment to money. So I realized that emotions and money, they do not mix. Because once you get emotional about money, you always gonna be sad. Either way, when you have money, you're gonna be sad that you are scared that you're gonna lose it, or there'll come a point when you won't have money. And when you don't have money, you're gonna be emotional that you don't have money, therefore you can't do certain things. So what brought healing to that was reading books. I'll do some of the reviews of the books that I read that helped me out. But I didn't start reading about financial books. I started reading about psychology, my relationship with money, because it doesn't work for everybody what I did. Therefore, maybe it might work for you, maybe it might not. So I believe that in each and every one of us, the interpretation of what money is, it's totally different. Everybody has their own definition. And the way that we are raised has an impact on it, because it's sort of like the way we became to know what money is. If our parents usually say they don't have money, even us, when we have it and when they want from us, would say we don't have money. Therefore, they say what we speak, we sort of like create. So be careful what you say. Anyway, I realize, guys, that you cannot really manage something that you cannot be able to track. So then I started to track my spending. But before that, wait guys, maybe let me share this. One day, it was on a Friday, it's payday. I was supposed to feel good, but I felt really angry for no reason. I was supposed to be happy, but now I'm sad. That's where I think the bell started to ring in my brain. Then I had to go pay a certain account on the same time, which was sort of like a payday. So on my lunch break, I went and paid a couple of accounts. Therefore, I'm like, wait, which means I work for a month. Then when I get paid, there is actually somebody out there waiting for me to pay him or her or that certain company or that certain account. I'm the one who worked, but I have to pay them. And then at the end of the day, I am left with nothing, but I worked the whole month. I was like, no, it doesn't really make sense. So that's where I started to separate first my emotions and money. That really helped me, especially when I got introduced into the world of investing, because once you are emotional and investing, my friend, it doesn't really work that way, because you have to be kind of like a robot. I'm joking, but anyway, emotions and money really it does not work. So I read books about myself first. I understood my psychology. Then I got fascinated about the economy, the policies and everything, stock exchange, and so on and so on. So then And now I'm at a level where either I have money or I don't have money. I'm not really stressed about it. So it helps you because it removes that cloud out of your brain that you have caused by emotions. Therefore, you can think rationally about money. Talking about tracking, I searched for an app that is going to actually assist me, of which the best app that I could get was 22/7. So I started using 22/7, and one of the great things about 22/7 is that it gives you a summary of the average people who are using 22/7 and where you stand. For example, on how much they spend on airtime, on how much they spend on petrol, and it tracks everything once you linked your account to 22/7. So that app actually works very, 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 very well to me. But I referred the app to my friends, and I'm telling you right now, they don't have an app anymore. Why? Because the app sort of like shows you your net worth. Some of us are not really proud about our net worth because it's on the negatives. Some are on the positives, but some even on the positives, but they not really what would have dreamt of. So what I noticed is that either your net worth is on the negatives or it's on the positives, but there's something that happens every month. If you are on the positives, which means every month when you invest or when you save that money, it does increase over time, and that sort of like helps you or motivates you in order to go to like move forward. So the other thing, in order for you to move forward, even if your net worth is negative, if you pay on time and you pay every month, it means that it decreases every month, and that alone is psychologically it's amazing. It works amazing. I know it can be sad sometimes if you mix money and emotions, having to see how much you actually own. So I mean, a take home here is we should start to face the pain that we feel when you look at our net worth or how much we spend every day. Once we do that, we will move out of what I call as the loop of ignorance. What is the loop of ignorance? The loop of ignorance, as I call it, is you would get paid, then you spend the money on things that do not increase in value over time, and then when it's the end of the month or towards the end of the month, it'd be like you've been hit by a car. You'll be like, what did I do with the money? The reason that you don't know, it's because you don't track what you do. Okay, probably some of us do run. Well, if you don't, you should start. It's really great for your mind, especially if you're working on some stuff that needs, if you use your mind a lot. Obviously, everyone uses their mind, but you know what I mean. So when I run, I use the app to track how many kilometers I've done, and that sort of like helped me to improve because I know my performance. I know my performance yesterday, and which means now I can put more effort tomorrow in order to do an extra a bit of miles or kilometers. So psychologically that works. So what I'm saying is you should put yourself in a state psychologically that is going to drive you to do those small things with regards to managing your money. And when you do it over a period of time, you will see the results, right? That's what they say, but it's not entirely about that, guys. So in an investing world, when you read through books, they tell you that the first thing that you have to do before you even start or think about investing is to pay your debt first. Once you do that, Therefore, you build your safety net, and it has to be around 3 to 6 months of your expense. So if you ignore all these rules of which I had, and I had to learn it in a hard way, if you ignore such, therefore you start investing while you're still paying for your debt, which means that the rate at which or the interest that is taken out of the loan that you are paying is still higher than the interest you're getting out of your investment. So therefore you're losing opportunity over time, because if you just take that money and pay what you own, which means that you will be releasing yourself out of jail, so that when you invest, you're getting the growth out of having to think that you grow while the interest for your debt is here, while the interest for your investment is here. So you're just like going like this, you're not really growing. So the critical aspect of having a safety net, guys, is very important. It's very important, and I learned in a hard way. So let's say you don't have a safety net and you just go straight on investing because you have heard about or you have watched some of my videos on investing using easy equity, then you jumped in. When you jumped in, 6 months down, your portfolio is like on fire. You're killing it. You're buying shares, you're holding, you're selling, you even getting dividends. And something happens in your personal space. We are forced now to what? To liquidate your portfolio. And that is very painful, because first of all, you're losing the position at which you bought your shares, and you're losing the potential of having to get dividends in the future. So which means you have to start again. Therefore, some of us quit. We think that no, this thing, it does not really work. I think if we do it right, therefore it will work. So they say once now you have this safety net and you get free, therefore you can start sort of like investing into whatever assets that you choose. Mind you, I'm not a financial advisor. So in a nutshell, guys, one has to learn to separate emotions from money, because emotions and money, it doesn't work. And secondly, you cannot really manage something that you don't know of. So we need to track our spending. There are a couple of apps that can actually help us. But the first thing is to eliminate the emotions, because you cannot really do it when you're still emotional about money. And the other thing is you need to follow the right protocol with regards to the information that you're getting. When you're reading finance books, especially, you will find that some of the things are repetitive, and some of us get bored when we see that. But when I see that, it's an indicator to me that actually this thing really works this way. Because if we do it the other way, which means they've tried it the other way and it never worked. So thank you for watching, guys. Stay tuned. 2021, keep safe.